Welcome you absolute legends, I am former phrase, I am Pete, I am back, and today we're going to talk over 12 inexpensive fragrances that you can wear all year round. These things are going to be like your go-tos. There's nothing here that's over 35 quid, which means that I'm budget friendly and I'm trying to give you some different options that you might not know about. Alright, there's no honourable mentions in this one, but we're going to start over with my number 12. And this one came out in 1995. Now most people will go, what could it be? What could it be? It's from a house that probably you've never heard of before. There's not many fragrances from this house that I can hear that's still about, but this one is still about, and it's under 20 quid, it's about £17. From the house of Nicos, it's Sculpture Homme. Now this one has got an amazing bottle. I have to say, look, it looks like a sailing boat, and the juice is actually really nice. It's got one of the nicest openings. It's got orange blossom and lemon, which is really fresh, really invigorating. But it's also got some amazing undertones with rose, jasmine, benzoin and some cedar. It's got the nice complements of like fresh, enough depth to the benzoin and the cedar. It projects pretty well. It lasts a good amount of time. This one definitely snoozed on. It's not expensive and you can definitely wear it up, dress it down, which is fantastic. But no one's gonna know that you only spent 17 quid on a 100ml bottle of this. It's absolutely fantastic, really well worth looking for. So it's Nicos Sculpture. Just mixing out on the top 10, and this one again is about 10 to 12 pounds, give or take, where you buy from. And this is an inexpensive fragrance. It will work in pretty much every situation, and it's from a house called Just Jack, and this is simply Blanc. This one again, and this is slightly different to the other one, but this has got a nice cardamom hit into this, and this is a little bit more spicy, a little bit more sexy. It's got bergamot, ylang ylang. It's got some nice freshness in that with that. Some benzoin and some amber, and again, it does perform alright. It gets about 5 to 6 hours, so again you could probably reapply. It's not a problem. For price wise, it's decent, and it's got enough character about it that will work in most situations. It's office friendly. All these are office friendly. These work any place, anytime, anywhere. Again, for a budget, for this, for 100ml for 12 quid, honestly, even if you're a beginner, this one you can wear really well. I don't care if you're 12 to 92, this one will work for you. So my number 11 is Just Jack, simply top 10 time now, and this one is a little bit more creative. It's certainly been around a while. It's still easy to get hold of at discounters. It runs about 20 to 25 quid, give or take, and it's from the house of Kenneth. It's a vintage black. Now this one has a very unique note in it, and it's straight away, you can smell it straight away. It's tequila, and it's not the sort of thing you'd expect to wear all the time, but in the summer dial it back, in the winter you can dial it up. That's what I would say with this one. But it's got lime and grapefruit straight away. It very punchy off the skin with that tequila undernote which hits in with it. But then you've got some pepper, some oak and some sandalwood. It's a really nice fragrance. Again, you're looking about 5 to 6 hours. Again, it's something a bit more unique, a little bit different to what you'd normally expect to smell. This is a tester bottle, so if you find tester bottles, they're even cheaper, which is always good. I mean, you can save yourself 2 to 3 quid and you're not being horrible. The only thing you'll see is like the tested bottle, that's it. But this is a great one, really unique, definitely will set you apart from most people, and it's affordable. So number 10 is Vintage Black by Kenneth. Alright, number 9, and this one is probably one of the most inexpensive ones on this list. I think I got this for about 8 quid. But the only downside to this one, it only lasts about 3 hours. Now, you can go trigger heavy on this one, it doesn't matter. No one will ever be annoyed with this one. And this came out in 2017, it's Joven Tropical Musk. This is a really nice one. Where is it? It is literally what it says. It's very tropical, very fresh, with some pineapple and ginseng, which again, kind of does that citrus ginger opening, but it's a little bit different. Musk, sage, sandalwood, again, spray heavy on this one. Summer you can go absolutely bonkers with it. but you'll smell really nice. And again, doesn't matter if you reapply it. If you go through 3 bottles of this, doesn't matter. It's so cheap, so inexpensive, well worth having it in your arsenal. There's a load more from these lines. There's black musk, and there's a white musk, and there's a few others. This one is probably the most freshest one, and that will work all year round for you. So it's a little bit different from the norm. So that's number 9, Jovan Tropical Musk. Coming at number 8, and this one was a collaboration, and it kind of got a bit of stick, but I think they did 2 or 3 from this line. And it's John Valvators, Nick Jonas, and this is just the EDT. This is like the bluey bottle that you get, and it actually is really nice. But it's got some lime, pink pepper, which again, you're kind of looking at this combo where it's like a little bit citrusy with a little bit of some spice in it, and it seems to work really well, especially off my skin, and it does work off most people's skin as well. And then you've got mint, some rosemary, some sage. It's very aromatic. It's a little bit different to the norm. Doesn't perform brilliantly, but it gives you about 5, maybe 6 hours. But again, for the price you're going to pay, which is about 20 to 25 pounds, depending on what it is. This is a 75 ml. Again, you can go a little bit heavier on the triggers. You can go 7-8 sprays. That's fine. And again, it's not offensive. It's easy to wear. It's one of those sort of fragrances. If you can wear it with a little, just stand up a little bit taller with it, and this one will certainly give you a bit more of a throwback feel. It's a bit more of a aromatic sort of fragrance. But then this is Nick Jonas and John Varvatos, and this is the EDT. Coming in at number 7, and this one is probably one of the more expensive one. This is about 35, but it's 105ml. It is a clone, but I'll be honest with you, it is a damn good clone. From the house of Armaf, it's Milestone. So this one, obviously, is a clone of Missing Imperial by Creed, but very well done. So it's got sea notes and some red fruits, which gives it a really interesting combination straight away. Violet, white woods, and some ambrox in this does perform really well. This gives me 8 to 9 hours on my skin. Even in a hot day, it performs really well. It works in the winter, it works in the summer. You can dress this up or dress it down. Again, great house to start getting. If you want to try like some more expensive ones and you don't want to pony up the ridiculous prices, Armaf, there's a few others, Latafa, trying to think, Mason Ambra, which is a sub part of Latafa. They are bringing out some damn good clones, and this is no exception. So number 7, sorry, it's a Milestone by. Alright, just missing out on the top 5, and this one came out in 2017. It is still a good staple in most people's fragrance wardrobe, and to be honest with you, they've just released a new one which is green. It's Coach, and it's Coach for Men. It's the OG. But it's the kumquat in this. This is a really unique start for this. But it's also got coriander, it's got some cardamom, it's a little bit spicy. It might be a tiny bit challenging if you're not used to spicy flavors. But honestly, I would say if you're going to be a beginner, this is inexpensive. It's still about 25 for 100 mils. But it's got sorts of suede, a bit of vetiver in the base, and it is very classy. It works really well. I've never smelt this on anyone and gone, oh god, that's a bit offensive. It's a really nice fragrance. It's absolutely fantastic. Pick it up. There's the platinum, there's blue, and now there's green. They're all very solid fragrances. So Coach for Men is my number 6. Top 5 now, and this one is an OG. Had to put this in one because it still to this day works phenomenally well. I don't care what anyone says to me, I will put this on and people will know what I'm wearing, but it still works. It's Davidoff Cool Water from 1988, the OG. 100 mils under 20 quid. If you have a 200 ml, I think it's 22 pounds. It's every time it's like lavender mint straight away. I can smell. But it's also got that neroli, musk, oak moss. It's that old school style fragrance, but it works. It just works. And I don't care if you're, again, if you're 15 to 25 to 45 to 105. You can pull this off any situation, anytime, any place. And if you want a bit of a throwback feel, and you want a bit of nostalgia, and you get into my sort of age and you want that, cool water will definitely do it. Even the flankers is really good, so, but I went for the OG Davidoff cool water in my number 4. Alright, coming at number 4, and this one got a ton, and I mean a ton of hate, and I don't know why. Maybe because the next flanker along came to it was, well, completely different, which, you know, I can understand that. But this is probably the more versatile of the two. It's Rochas man, and this is the EDT. So Rochas, oh, Mustache, not Rochas man. Rochas Mustache EDT, sorry. And this one is a very citrusy thread. It is really nice. It's very invigorating. It's very uplifting. It is really one of the best citrus openings. It's got lemon, bergamot, violet leaf. It's got moss and some white woods. It is fantastic. It really is a great fragrance, and you can wear this anytime you want. The EDP you can only pre-wear in fall and winter. This you can wear pretty much whenever you want. If it's the colder the day, the more this absolutely shines. So this is again why you'd put this in there. Great fragrance, and again it's 125ml, and it's the highest point is, I think it's £32 at the moment. Get it while you can. I know EDP wants to be more hyped up, but this one, don't snooze on this one. Rochas Mustache EDT. Alright, top 3 time now, and this one kind of went under the radar. This one is probably one of my favourites from this house. There's a couple of others I really like from this, but this is one of my top 3 of this house. House of Dunhill, it's N513. Oh yes. And straight away it's that rhubarb. The rhubarb in this is phenomenal. It's a little bit sour, a little bit tart, but my god is it good. But it's also got grapefruit, pink pepper, which is again really nice. It gives it a nice bit of je ne sais quoi about it. Enough oomph underneath it. Cedar and a bit of vanilla, which rounds it all off very nicely. Again, this is under 20 quid for 100ml. I do like the bottles. If you don't know if you can see, there's a slight curve in the middle, which I really like that. The bottles are always good. The performance is decent. This is getting 6 to 7 hours on my skin. Absolute cracker. If you want to smell very unique and a little bit different, do not snooze on Dunhill. Some Dunhill have got some really interesting fragrances. This is one of them. That's Dunhill N513, my number 3. Alright, number 2, and this one is probably the hardest one to find, but it's still out there at the moment, and I found it pretty easy. From the House of Molten Brown from England, this is Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel. This is flipping amazing. This is the sort of thing, it is so nice, but it's got a nice cardamom and it's got fig, which again, you're looking at a fruity, spicy combo, just hits you straight away. Violet leaf, jasmine and some cypress. Again, a little bit green, a little bit fresh, works in every situation. Again, you can dress this up, dress this down, there is no problem with that. This is my 50ml. Honestly, I will probably never get through it, but it is one of those sort of fragrances that even if it's a dreary day, you can wear it and feel uplifted. If it's a bit hot of a day, you can still wear it. It's got a little bit of aromatics. It's got a lot of things going for it. Again, I think this 150ml was about 28 quid. 100ml was about 34. So probably at the top part of the pricing, but for something a little bit different, it's a little bit unique. Molten Brown, Coastal Sea Salt and Sea Fennel is my number 2. Alright, which leads me to number 1, and this is probably one of the highest paying ones that you're going to have. It comes in at bang on £35 at the moment, but I'll be honest with you, it is a cracking fragrance. There was a couple I could have picked from this line, but I just like this one the most. From the Azzaro is Chrome Aqua from 2019. This one, it is straight away that grapefruit and green apple. It's very fresh, it's a little bit zingy, really nice. Then you get some basil, some sea notes, cypress and a bit of vetiver, which makes it a little bit classy. Again, Chrome do great flankers. I don't know many that I didn't like. I haven't got all of them, but this one definitely up there. You could put extreme, you could put the EDP, but the EDP is still a bit high. I haven't got a Parfum version yet, but that's on my to-do list. But this one will definitely get the job done. You can, like I say, you dress it up, dress it down. It's got enough in it. It's got enough characteristics that it will deal with any situation for the price you're paying for it. It's an absolute banger. That's why it's my number one. Azzaro Chrome Aqua. Right, so there you have it, 12 inexpensive fragrances that you can pretty much wear right now, any situation, and you're gonna smell freaking awesome, which is what I want you to do, guys, today. I don't want you to be smelling bad. It's my job to make you smell amazing. It's always my scent of the day. I went with the classic from 1966. It's Dior Eau Sauvage. I think it might be 65 actually. Great fragrance. This is the EDT version. I do enjoy this one a lot, especially in this warmer weather. Definitely makes you feel very classy, very refreshing, and very much like an old school gentleman. As always, let me know what your scent of the day is in the comments. And if you've got a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up in the comments. I've got a few more videos that you've asked for, they're on the way. As always, I'm on Instagram with fragrances. And as always, you absolute legends, smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.